What if staying up past midnight wasn't a discipline problem? What if it was the most honest thing you did all day? I used to think I had a sleep problem. Everyone else in the house would go to bed. The calendar would go quiet. Nobody needed anything from me anymore. I'd feel like something eased in my chest, like a valve finally cracked open. Then I'd stay up anyway. Not because I had something to finish, just because those hours felt like mine. There's a name for this. It's called revenge bedtime procrastination. You delay sleep not because you're undisciplined. You delay it because your nervous system spent the entire day performing. The only hours that felt like yours are the ones that everyone else has gone dark. It's not a sleep problem, it's a permission problem. That mask doesn't come off at 5. For a late diagnosed man, every room carries expectation. Competent professional, present father, engaged husband. Every interaction costs something, and the cost compounds across 12 hours. The mask is so automatic you forget it's there. So you steal yourself back at midnight when nobody needs anything from you, when you can finally just exist without a role attached to your name. It looks like bad habits, and it's actually the first time all day you've been you. I've been landing back on the Sabbath when I think about this. It wasn't just about stopping work. It was about stopping the posture of productivity, the need to justify your presence by what you produce. For a man who has spent decades earning his place in every room, rest doesn't feel like rest. It feels dangerous. Like if you stop performing, people will finally see what you've been hiding. That's the exhaustion mistaken for peace. The 2 a.m. quiet points to something real. The self that emerges when demand falls away. That self isn't a problem to be managed. It's the one God actually made. So the question isn't, how do I fix my sleep schedule? The question is, why does the truest version of you only feel safe to come out when everyone else is asleep? Fearfully and wonderfully made doesn't mean easily made. I'm still working on the sleep. Going to bed on a schedule, following the good advice. I still sleep like I'm just learning the skill. My brain wants to be up at 2 a.m., but morning still comes. The 2 a.m. hours are trying to tell you something. Naming it doesn't close the gap, but it's worth listening anyway. Every evening before the house goes quiet on its own, I sit down with a journal. I write, today I'm grateful for, and then I write at least 3 things, and that's it. But what it actually is a few minutes to unmask on purpose before midnight forces the issue. Alone, quiet, present with what God has actually given me, not performing for anyone, not reviewing what I have failed to produce. What you're looking for at 2 a.m. doesn't have to wait until 2 a.m. Your version of this might look different from mine. Get to know who you really are when you're all alone. If this is you, if those late hours are the only time you feel like yourself, it's worth asking why. This is The Unfinished Man. 1 letter a week, it's free. Link is in the description. I'll see you in the next one.